Oh, yeah. All right. So I'm back, and it's week 13. Let me adjust this camera here real quick so I have a forehead. Oh, there we go. Anyway, oh, hold on a second. Hello? Hey, I told you not to call me on this line. What if my wife hears you? I gotta stop talking about fantasy sports. She's gonna get jealous. Now change the number. All right, I'll talk to you later. And stop calling this phone. She's gonna check it. Jeez, that's the hotline. I told people stop calling in for advice, but I gotta give it out. Hopefully the wife doesn't hear me talk about it. Anyway, what's gonna happen this week? Who knows? A lot of things going on, and we need to discuss who's in, who's out, stuff like that. It's pretty easy to figure out who actually is in. Uh, Division 2 is all locked up, and we know exactly what's going to happen with that. And Safko's got the bye. He locked that out like week 1. And then Karen and Junior, you guys both made it in. Congratulations to Division 2. Division 1's a different story, though. We know who's in. Senior, myself, and Eddie are all in. And Senior, out of respect to you, being the eldest, I named you first. That does not mean that I think that you're going to finish first. I don't think that you're going to get the bye because you need some help. And basically, this is how it breaks down: is that if Matt, the commish, me, the best commish ever, wins, I automatically take the bye. Okay, because I've beaten Eddie by more points, and Senior obviously would have a worse record than me. But if I lose and Eddie wins, then Eddie gets the bye. If I lose and Eddie loses and Senior wins, then Senior gets the bye. So a lot of things going on as far as the bye is concerned this week. It's not over. This is great. It's going into week 13. We still haven't ironed out all the details for the playoffs, and that's a pretty good thing. All right, so we'll go over what happened last week. I'll buzz through it real quick because we've had plenty of time to digest it. As a matter of fact, we got a Thursday night game tonight. It's being played in Toronto. I don't understand why, but I guess we want to bring in the Canucks and see if they'll enjoy our sport as much as we don't enjoy any of theirs. With that being said, last week I beat Steve. That wasn't any big surprise. We all know that Steve team sucked. And Safko actually squeaked by Bren. Now, I don't know if this is Safko's team showing a little bit of weakness. He still put over 100 points. Bren's showing that he hasn't given up, which is pretty impressive. Maybe Safko's just resting his players, getting them ready for the playoffs. We'll have to wait and see for this week. We'll see what happens this week. Maybe just Safko benches his whole team to rest them. I don't know. Maybe. Hey, the boss, he off Jimmy Boy. Any hopes that Jimmy Boy had were killed right there, and the boss is still in the running to get the bye. He's gonna have a tough road ahead of him, though. With that being said, Eli's Army Junior, he marched all over Jamie, and Jamie's team is getting ready for preseason baseball. I understand that, but Junior picks up an easy win there, and then Karen squeezed out Senior. She kind of helped out me and Eddie by getting Senior out of the easy portion of the mix. Now, Senior needs some help in order to pick up that bye. Okay. Well, anyway, this week isn't so much even just about Division 1 and who's going to pick up the bye. But there's another underlying story, and that's the father and son week. We finally have a father and son week. Basically, the 4 founding fathers of the league, me, Senior, Junior, and Jimmy Boy. Hey, we're battling each other this week. So here's my picks. And honestly, Frank Jr., I got me and you both winning. Okay? This is the year of the Suns. We're finally going to beat up these old guys and put them in their place. They talk about this age and wisdom and yada, yada, yo, and yada, yada, yada. I've been playing in fantasy sports since you were pissing in your diapers. That kind of talk. We're putting it to rest this week. We're going to take them down, put them down, and end all of that this week. This is our week. With that being said, Karen and Safko, you guys both have insignificant weeks. I've got Karen beating Bren. just because I think that she's trying to tune up her team. Her Steelers look like junk, so she's got that chip on her shoulder. I think she's going to continue to press hard. I think Bren's going to give a good fight, though. Don't get me wrong. I mean, after the showing last week and almost beating Safko, I think that it's going to be a tough fight for you, Karen. But I think that you're going to come out on top. And I got Jamie winning this week over Safko. And the reason for that is that I think that Safko probably going to bench his whole team or something. He's going to do something crazy. I know he is. But he's going to rest his team, make sure that they're healthy for the playoffs, get 2 weeks off in a row instead of 1 week, something like that. He'll do something crazy, I know. And then finally, can't believe I'm doing this. Yeah, Steve over Eddie. Steve, I think that this year it's been tough for you, but I really think that you're going to show that you still have some fantasy wisdom in your body. And I got you winning over Eddie this week. I think that you're going to stay in the fight and beat Eddie up, and the boss is going to go down this week. Who the hell am I kidding? There's no way I'm voting for you, Steve. Oh, you're going down again. You're going down. You can't even beat the boss. Anyway, your team sucked all year, and I didn't vote for you one time, and I never will. It's nothing personal, strictly professional in the fantasy world. But I appreciate you being a good sport about it. But there's no way I'm gonna vote for you. Nah, I'm not gonna. I almost did. I was like that close to giving you a vote of confidence, but nah. Anyway, with all that being said, not much else going on here as far as the Commish Corner. I'm waiting for some mail from some big fans. I have one fan that actually sent in a picture to me, and it'll be showcased next week in one of our awards. Great picture. Absolute fabulous picture from a fan. And I like the picture so much that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make an award out of it this year. So stay tuned for the non-profiting awards. The Morton Downey Jr. Award, of course, is coming up. Who's the biggest smack talker? There's some good candidates in that one. Everything will be posted this weekend for your voting. Make sure you log on during football and give you something else to do while you watch your teams get beat up. And that's all I basically got this week. Anyway, you know who I am, the best commish ever. And that's all I got for this week. Enjoy, have a good weekend, and God bless. I'm out of here.